What's going on, everybody? Welcome into the DLF YouTube channel. I am your host, Justin Wright. Obviously, I am new here. If you guys watch a ton of DLF YouTube stuff, I'm excited to be here. My first video is something I feel strongly about, and that is Michael Pittman, right? Are we talking breakout, bust, buy, or sell? What exactly can we expect moving forward into 2022 and moving beyond that? Before we jump in, though, guys, if you like what's going on here at the DLF YouTube channel, subscribe to the channel, drop questions, comments, hit the like button, all that kind of stuff. We love to interact with you. So check all of that out. Now, there it is. Michael Pittman. He finished as the wide receiver 17. That doesn't tell the full story, though, because if you look at what he did, week to week, he was wide receiver 28 in fantasy points per game. So really, that wide receiver 17 finish is just saying, hey, I stayed healthy for 17 games and I played more than a lot of people. And that's fine, However, when we're talking breakout or buy, sell, you're expecting a huge jump in the points per game. Maybe he finishes as wide receiver 15 or 16 again. But if he's playing points per game up around wide receiver 20, 18 in that range, that's a breakout. That is a true wide receiver 2, not just a fancy end of year finish. So, what is it going to take to get him from wide receiver 28 up to wide receiver 18 or so? If you look at what the Colts did, I don't expect a ton to change for Michael Pittman in terms of opportunity, right? He was just under 26% in terms of target share last year. He's at 25.7, which actually slotted him in the top 15 of the NFL. He finished 14th in targets on a very run-heavy team, and now that team gets a real quarterback. Right? Carson Wentz is fine. He's a fine quarterback. I think it's probably the best way to say it. But Matt Ryan surpasses him in every single way. Let's just look at, accuracy, because for wide receivers, that matters. So we're talking Carson Wentz, accuracy rating, 29th. Matt Ryan finishes 8th. True completion percentage, 28th to 11th. Deep ball, 6th to 3rd. Under pressure, Carson Wentz, 28th in accuracy. Matt Ryan, 4th. And the big one here, and this jumps off the page because with the Colts, play action is going to be a key factor in their offense. Carson Wentz was 29th in accuracy. Matt Ryan was 11th. Matt Ryan is coming from an offense that just had Cordero Patterson, Mike Davis, basically a non-existent run game, and he still found a way to dissect defenses in play action. Carson Wentz could not do that with arguably, the best or the second best run game in the NFL. So now you give Matt Ryan a guy like Jonathan Taylor, where teams are really going to bite. Matt Ryan is going to shred defenses through the air on play action. And Michael Pittman's going to benefit. They didn't really add a whole lot of competition. Yes, they added a second-round wide receiver. I don't think Alec Pierce is going to have a great career. He's a good complement to Michael Pittman. He's big-bodied. He goes up and gets jump balls, which, again, Michael Pittman's large, but he's not a jump ball wide receiver, right? Alec Pierce is not going to get in the way of what Michael Pittman is doing. Michael Pittman right now has a chance to finish upwards of 130 targets, which would exceed last year and improve his efficiency. That's how you take that step from wide receiver, 28, 29 in points per game up to a wide receiver, in the top 20. Michael Pittman is a guy, again, I'm going to go out and acquire him. If you haven't had your rookie drafts yet, go give up the 108 for Michael Pittman. I will trade Sky Moore for Michael Pittman without hesitation. I'll trade Christian Watson. You may even have to throw in a second on top. I'm going to do that as well. I am all in on Michael Pittman. He needs to be on your roster because he's a guy that is slated to break out in year 3. That's what we're always looking for. All right, guys, if you like what we're doing, check out the rest of the YouTube channel. Check out everything Addison and Peter are doing and everybody else over at DLF. You can find me over on Twitter at Justin_14P. Thank you guys for watching, and we will see you next time.